If you haven't subscribed yet, please hit that button right now because today's story, it's one that shook the entire Nollywood scene. When I say shook, I mean it literally left the internet buzzing and fans asking one big question: has Maurice finally had enough of all the online drama? Because in a shocking turn of events, the actor everyone thought was calm, quiet, and unbothered has finally spoken up, and this time, he didn't mince his words. Maurice came out strong, slamming blogs and gossip pages for what he described as using my name and twisting my relationships for cheap views. That statement alone sent shockwaves through social media, and within minutes, everyone was talking about it. It all started early in the morning when Maurice dropped a video on his Instagram story. It wasn't the usual light-hearted skit or movie update, no smiles, no filter, just him in his car, wearing a serious face. He looked straight into the camera and said, "I've been quiet for too long. I've seen my name being dragged into things I know nothing about. I'm tired of the lies. Stop using our names for cheap gossip." The tone in his voice was raw, not angry, but pained. You could tell this wasn't about one single rumor, it was the result of weeks, maybe even months, of online drama that had built up pressure around his name. Of course, fans immediately knew what he was referring to. For weeks, social media had been filled with endless speculations about his connection to Sonia, the beloved Nollywood actress fans can't stop linking him to. And not just that, there had been the messy online triangle involving Paul Watts, Brian Okwara, and a handful of other names being dragged in one after another. But this time, Maurice seemed done with it. He continued in the video, saying, "I understand that the entertainment industry feeds on stories, but some of you have crossed the line. There are real people behind these headlines, real lives being affected. You can't just wake up and decide to twist things that don't exist." That one statement sent the internet into flames. Bloggers immediately reposted the clip, adding their own spin, some sympathetic, others controversial. One big entertainment page captioned it, "Maurice finally addresses rumors linking him to Sonia and Paul Watts, says he's tired of the lies." Another said, "Is Maurice throwing shade at gist pages?" Within an hour, comments started flooding in. One fan wrote, "It's about time he spoke up. The blogs have been dragging him non-stop." Another said, "He should mention names if he's bold enough, we need to know which blog offended him." Some fans even went as far as defending the blogs, claiming Maurice was only reacting because the rumors were too close to the truth. One comment that gained over 500 likes said, "When they were writing nice things about him and Sonia, he didn't complain. Now that things are getting messy, he's angry." But others quickly jumped in to correct that narrative. "Being silent doesn't mean he's guilty," another person replied. "Sometimes people are just tired of being misrepresented." By afternoon, Maurice's video had become the #1 trending topic on X, formerly Twitter. Hashtags like #MauriceSpeaks and #StopTheFakeNews were all over the timeline. It wasn't just fans talking, even fellow actors started commenting. One of his close colleagues, who preferred not to be named, told a fan page, "Maurice has been under a lot of pressure. Every little thing he does is now connected to someone or turned into a scandal. He's a private person. I'm not surprised he snapped today." Meanwhile, Sonia name got dragged into the chaos again. Even though Maurice never mentioned her in the video, fans couldn't help but connect the dots. "We know who he's talking about," someone wrote on Instagram. "It's always Sonia this, Sonia that. These bloggers won't rest." Interestingly, Sonia didn't say anything publicly, not a single word. But her silence made fans even more curious. A few hours later, she posted something subtle on her Insta story, a plain black screen with the words, "Peace over drama, always." That was all it took to reignite the flames. Some took it as support for Maurice, others said it was shade directed at him. The confusion was loud. A fan tweeted, "Sonia is tired too. You can tell. They are both tired of the nonsense blogs are spreading." Another added, "I love how mature they're handling this. Let the truth speak for itself." However, not everyone saw it that way. Some users started accusing Maurice of hypocrisy, saying he'd benefited from the same attention he was now condemning. A particularly harsh tweet read, "When they were using your name to trend movie promos, you didn't call it cheap gossip. But now, you want peace. Still, many rallied behind him. A veteran actor even stepped into the conversation, saying, "People forget that actors are human beings first. They have emotions too." Maurice is right, bloggers should be more responsible. Behind the scenes, a crew member from one of Maurice's latest film sets allegedly told an entertainment outlet that the actor had been avoiding interviews for weeks because of the constant rumors. "He just wants to focus on work," she said. "He's not trying to fight anyone. He just wants respect." As the day went on, clips of the video kept circulating, and fans began analyzing every single word, every pause, every look on his face. Some said he looked heartbroken, others said he looked like someone holding back tears. Either way, everyone could agree on one thing: Maurice meant every word he said. Later that night, another post appeared on his page. It was a quote image that read, "Truth doesn't need noise. It only needs time." The caption underneath simply said, "Done talking." That one line shut the internet down for hours. People started debating whether he was quitting social media altogether or just taking a break. Others speculated that he had privately reached out to Sonia or her family to clear the air. By the following morning, big entertainment blogs started apologizing subtly. One page wrote, "Sometimes in the chase for engagement, we forget that celebrities are real people. We hear you, Maurice." Another page said, "We respect your boundary and hope to rebuild trust." But of course, not all bloggers were remorseful. A few doubled down, saying they were only doing their job. One even posted, "If there's no fire, there's no smoke. Maurice should just say what's really bothering him." Fans immediately defended him again, flooding that blog's comment section with fire emojis and angry responses. "So you people will not rest until you destroy someone's peace," one user wrote. He said, "Stop, respect that." Throughout all the drama, Sonia stayed quiet. That silence spoke louder than any post. Meanwhile, Maurice was nowhere to be found online. His last Instagram story had disappeared, and his comment section was turned off. Some fans said he might be taking a break for his mental health, and honestly, that might be the best thing for him right now. In an industry where everyone's name can be turned into a headline overnight, stepping back to breathe might be the only way to stay sane. By evening, the tone on social media began to shift. People started posting clips of Maurice's past interviews, especially moments where he talked about patience, peace, and focus. One old clip in particular went viral, where he said, "I don't do things for attention. I do them because I love the craft. Fame is sweet, but peace is sweeter." That one line reminded everyone of who Maurice really is, a man who'd rather be known for his talent than for drama. And now, fans are hoping this will be a turning point, not just for him, but for the entire Nollywood gossip culture. Maybe it's time people start respecting boundaries, stop twisting narratives, and remember that behind the glamour, these actors are still human beings. Guys, what do you think? Do you agree with Maurice Sam? Should celebrities just accept gossip as part of fame, or should they speak up more often like he did today? Because this time, the message was clear: Maurice Sam is done being silent. This is Gistway TV, where we bring you every hot gist, emotional moment, and shocking confession straight from the heart of Nollywood. Don't forget to like, share, and of course, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss the next big story. Because if today taught us anything, it's that silence doesn't always mean peace. Sometimes, it's the calm before the storm.